Collective. Welcome back to... Hold on. Welcome back to another Tarot and Oracle reading here at Wheel of Times Tarot. We're getting into another message. Bear with me. Trying to fix this bird's nest. Or maybe I should just let it dry. I don't know. I like letting it dry by itself, but that's, yeah. How crazy it is. Anywho, besides me rambling, I hope you guys are doing good. I don't know what this reading will be about yet. We'll figure that the fuck out. Oh, no, yeah, we will. Can it just dry the right way? Please. That works. Anywho, yeah, let's get into a message and see what comes up for y'all. Oh boy. Where's... Okay. I need the fan on me too. It's too damn hot! Even though I just got out the shower, I'm over here sweating and shit. I need to put on lotion too. Shit. You know, let's just... There we go. Well, good enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. So, let's get into the intro shit. And then we'll start, okay? Give me one moment as well. I know I'm taking a bit, but I'm just like, oh. You guys, that shower felt so nice. The water was so cold. Oh. It makes me want to just stay in the cold water forever. Yes. Summer is... Oh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. What's that fucking woman? She's all disgusting. That's what it reminds me of. That's summer. Every damn time. I'm like, oh no. Anywho, overall energy of this read. Remember to take it if it resonates. Don't make it fit your shit. And go to the Most High for extra confirmation. Okay. But yeah, overall energy of this read. Also, I'm in the middle of remaking the prayer, so I will add that back here pretty soon. Overall energy of this reading, please. I can get a card. Y'all see that? What the fuck? Six of Cups upright. It looked like it was reversed when it was like this. It probably was if I were to pull it out and then... No? Okay, yeah. We're gonna take it upright. So, happy memories, good memories. Someone could be feeling nostalgic. You could be feeling nostalgic. Y'all could be wanting to move back to a hometown or something familiar. Or if it's not like you guys moving back to familiarity, it's like you going back to familiarity to an extent. For me, for instance, let's use it for instance, right? This would be me playing Black Ops Zombies 1 and 2 and 3. Shit, you know, the shit that I used to play in high school with my friends and shit. Going down memory lane, looking at photo book shit, different stuff like that. Like you're reminiscent on nostalgic shit. This could also be for some of you, family members or friends that are remembering good memories with you since you were children. So let's get into the Six of Cups. That keeps coming up. It's gonna piss me off. It's gonna piss me off. It's not gonna piss me off. It makes me feel uncomfortable. There we go. I'm talking to myself right now. There's this fucking one card that keeps popping up in my personal shit, and then it lands to the Ace of fucking Swords. And it's a person from the past. I know it is. I don't know why that shit keeps popping up in my shit. It's literally driving me crazy. It's the same person that I blocked out of my fucking dreams. And then all of a sudden they're like, let me appear in your cards. Bitch, I will fucking shank you. You know? I'm tired, Grandpa. I am. Okay, so Six of Cups. Peace, a visitor. Someone could be visiting y'all. Someone wants to visit you. They're sad. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, key meanings, harmony, childhood, reconciliation, and old friends. Let's hope y'all don't have shitty friends. Okay, I've had shitty friends, I've had good friends, I also had really close friends that are dead now, so definitely a mixed bag. It's like the ones that I care about the most, they've died. Yeah. That's really how it's been. So that's annoying. I don't know if y'all have been dealing with the same shit. That shit sucks. Good news, collective, is you will see them again. It's not forever them being gone. It may feel like that shit. On the plus side, if you get dementia or Alzheimer's, you're not gonna remember. So yeah, it'll be okay. It's like meeting a new friend at the end of life. I'm sorry. I gotta throw in some dark humor there because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get something like that. Yeah. Oh, the cancer. I don't know. Anywho, yeah. Besides the dark humor, collective, you're gonna see them again, okay? Think of good memories too. Okay? Even if they're not here no more, there's good memories still. If you need to cry, let that shit out and cry, bitch. This is about emotions too. So yeah, if you wanna cry, cry. More power to you, bitch. And you'll probably feel better after too. Sometimes you won't feel better and you'll still feel like shit, but it is what it is, right? Anywho. So, 6 of Cups, astrological association, Sun and Scorpio. The number 6 could be significant. We'll look at the angel number 6 right now as well. Again, this is just the overall energy of the reading. Like, people are thinking of good memories, thinking of the love that they had for you when you were young or something like that. Hold on. Something about you standing out since a kid. 7 of Wands. You've stood out since you were a child. Or you were different since you were a child. And then, you know. If collective was different as a child. Hold on. How did the people treat them? How did people treat them if they were different? I was getting that. They left you out or something. They purposely left you to figure shit out on your own. That sounds like my family too. They're there for all of themselves, but like as soon as it was to anyone, being me, LGBTQ, there were other issues as well that I had too. I was not a grand child at times too, and I'll admit that. But like still, like they left me out in the cold. So yeah, I could reminisce with this a little, or I could reminisce. I could resonate with this a little. But yeah, this is like talking about them leaving you out in the cold, leaving you in poverty. They wanted you in poverty. They left you where they just left you. So we know that. Anywho, people are thinking back on good memories, even if they fucked you over. I don't know if you're thinking of good memories though, collective. I know for me, when I think back to stuff like this, personally, I'm like, nah, bitch, you can stay the fuck gone. If people treated me like shit, they left me out in the cold, and then they tried to constantly make me conform because their beliefs were supreme over anything, they could die tomorrow and I would not care. Quite literally, confirmation. I just got a fucking thing on YouTube for it. They could die tomorrow and I wouldn't care. Because they were that destructive to me as a kid, and I'm sure y'all feel the same way about people too, and that's fine too, collective. You know, it's not all love and light in this shit. It's not. Good news, again, regardless of how they treated you, they're thinking of good memories. You could be thinking of good memories too. But yeah, besides me ranting, let's get into this card. The 6 of Cups reveals happy memories and a time to recall childhood with fondness. Your children, if you have them, may help you reconnect with your own childhood, or you're able to give your inner child free rein to play and have fun without the usual burdens of worries. Boy, this is a time for good things coming from the past. Reunions, parties, people want to reminisce or reconnect with you is what I'm getting. And again, these are people, reminder, they left you out already. What, are things looking good in y'all's lives now? Now they want to come back? Absolutely the fuck not. You can all get hit by a train tomorrow and I'd be like, yeah, do it again. No, I'm not kidding. There's some truth to that, for real. I'm just tired of the shit. So collective, if you're like that too, it's fine. And reminder, collective, even if people did hurt you, which they did, and I've been hurt too, it is what it is, still fucking sucks. You can make better memories with other people. Now I want to remind you too that sometimes people do change. It's very rare, but sometimes people do change. Now that's up to you if you want to reconcile or reconnect with these people, but they're going to have to prove, what I'm getting from this is they're going to have to prove that they've changed and prove that they're not going to fuck you over again. Some of you can heal from this. Some of you are not. I would be like the one in between a little, where I'm wanting to heal, but I'm like, I'm also not going to forgive and forget how these people fucked me over, because they knew what they were doing at the time. A lot of these people, and it could be family. 6 of Cups is family. A lot of them knew what they were doing. That doesn't make it any better. Even if they didn't know what they were doing, they still fucking did a lot of fucking damage. And then you were the one that had to salvage and pick up the pieces. Me too. Now, I'm not saying, oh, my family shit. No, there were times I was absolutely shit too, but at least I didn't do a lot of the shit that they did on purpose to destabilize and defucking whatever the fuck someone. On purpose. It was like mental manipulation, mostly mental and verbal. And then some of my other family, they got physically ABUSED. And that's also another person that's a black sheep of the family that stays away from people, because they're all shit. They really are. And then you try and talk about it later on, and then they're like, that didn't happen. It's like maybe they do have dementia. But like, fuck, man, it's really annoying when you want accountability. These people are like, that didn't happen. You remember it wrong. No, I remember it just right, Josie. I remember it just right. You know, all these other people. And I say Josie because that's significant too. But you know what I mean? I don't know, it's irritating. Anywho, back to what I was saying though, before I went off on a tangent and I was like, nah, fuck these bitches. There's good memories here, okay? You could make better memories in collective. If your family did fuck you over, friends, family, whatever it may be, you could find better. You can. It's gonna take some time, shit, but you can find it. Anywho, going on, okay? A tangent over. This is a time for good things coming from the past. This could be reunions, parties, reconnecting with old friends, and more distant family members. That's also nice too, if they're not fucked up. This could also be going back to your roots, as I was saying. You could be going to a hometown. You could be going to different things like that. The most I've went back to my hometown for is to go to Old Time Pizza. I love their food. I love their buffalo chips. Like, so y'all could be going back to get food. Y'all could be going back to see family if you give a fuck about family there. I know I don't. So I used to go with my mom. My mom's gone now, so I'm like, I haven't been there for like a few years now. Maybe I'll go there to get buffalo chips sometime if I want some diarrhea. I don't care how fucks my stomach goes. That shit's good, bitch. Anywho, enjoy the shit while you can, collective. If you want to reminisce on stuff, go ahead, do it. You want to look at photo books, do it. You want to reconnect with people, do it. Not just because I have certain biases against my families doesn't mean you need to cut all them off and do whatever as well. Only do that if necessary, yeah? I would tell you to do that only if necessary. If it's gonna fuck with your peace and they're gonna constantly keep doing the same shit, cut them the fuck off. Sometimes I have to find which video I watched of it earlier, but it was literally, this woman was describing how usually if people don't grow, they are pretty much extensions of their own mom and dad. And that's either good or that's bad. Most of the time it's bad, because then there's no growth there. It's just regurgitation of the same shit, the same mistakes, the same thing. That's why some people are like, you're like this, you're like that. Yeah, it's hard to break those cycles sometimes. But I lost my fucking train of thought right there. Pretty much it was talking about that though, like where you don't have to be an extension of them if you don't want to. And then, like, you know what I mean? If people are coming back into your life that are like that with toxic parents and then they became toxic, whatever, you don't have to deal with that. There was something I was going to get to about that though. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be said, or maybe it's just my memory being fucked. I have bad memory too. Okay, so that's that. Unless I write it down or I'm like, then I forget. Yeah. That's from stress and other things. Anywho. Yeah, you guys could be going back to your town, your hometown, anything like that. You could be taking a trip. You could be looking at memories, reminiscing. Somehow returning to the past at this moment could help you, collective. It could help you grow. It could help you heal. I know for me as well, like, well, basically just going back to the past stuff, it's because my mom died. So I go back to that a little bit. Not like her dying. That's really horrible to think of, but like good memories is what I'm saying. I'm like, how do I word this? Oh shit. Go back to good memories though, collective. Some of you will be getting messages as well in dreams. I've been getting really weird messages in dreams as well. Be open about it for a minute. There's like a dream that I had literally this morning. And it's been happening quite frequently. It's literally how it is now, which is weird. It's like, there's something significant about it. Have I looked into it deeper? No. But it's literally me being in my mom's old house. And it's set up like she was once there before, but like no one's there except me. And then I look at the stuff and it makes me sad in the dream. because I'm looking for her, pretty much. Yeah. So that's not too fun. But it is what it is. I mean, that's been a consistent thing that I've been dreaming of. There's also like a dream where I had her in it, where we were at like in Kearney in the GKI, which is weird. We don't go there. We avoid that place because my sperm donor worked there. There was one dream where I had her in it and she was healthy. And it was so weird to see her healthy again, because she was not, that was not how she was when she left. It was fucked up. But that's also annoying me too, because that's like the only part I remember of the dream, and then we were talking about other stuff and I don't remember it. And I do that dream recall stuff, but like that's the most I've had. But the most significant one would have been like the dream where it's like reminiscing of the past stuff and then me looking for her and she's not there. I don't know, some of you could be getting messages in dreams. And if you're having those as well, collective, do dream journals or do anything like that as well. That's what I've been doing. Have I processed all of it? No. But we'll figure it out together. How about that? Okay, but yeah, this is like you going back to reminisce on certain things. Someone could wanna, this could talk about a past friend wanting to reconnect with you again that left you out in the cold as well. Something about love. A Scorpio. Okay, well, I don't know. Someone's reminiscing. You could be reminiscing as well. Anywho, this is like balancing relationships from the past or different stuff like that. Again, sometimes it is good to heal stuff from the past, sometimes it's not. It just depends on if you're ready to deal with that or not. And some things are going to be easier to deal with than others, collective. But remember the good memories. Like regardless of what I'm going through, what you're going through, remember good memories, because they are there for a reason. And we got them until we can't remember. So, or if you have physical copies, that's nice too. So, yeah, the Six of Cups also shows compassion and kindness. So if you have suffered poor treatment, your situation is set to improve, and you guys have suffered fucked up treatment. Yeah. On purpose, by family. That was supposed to be there for you, but they weren't, because their religion was more supreme, or their beliefs were more supreme than anything, and everyone else is a shit when they're the ones that are shit, actually. That's pretty ironic. Besides that, you know, be kind to yourself, collective. If you want to reconnect with these people and if they've changed, that is up to you. I would encourage you guys to continue to focus on healing. Some things you'll be able to heal this lifetime, other things you may not be able to heal fully, and that's perfectly fine too. But again, overall energy of this read, remember the good, because there is some here. This is also better times to come if you've dealt with a lot of shit, and you have. Sweet, happy times are ahead, and any disruptions or upsets will be soothed and remedied. In love, an old flame could be coming back. You gotta weigh up whether it's worth going back or going, you know, leaving this relationship kind of thing. Are you okay with restarting it and seeing where things will go, or are you just wanting to give up? You could do that too. So yeah, a lot of people left you out when you shouldn't have been left out. You were just a kid at times too, collective, and that wasn't cool. People excluded you on purpose from finances, from fun, from family, whatever the fuck. They excluded you on purpose. I know for my family, like there was a time, and again, I'll talk about it because that's how I heal too. If you need to talk about it too, collective, talk about it. Y'all want to vent about it in the comments? Shit, I'll vent with you, okay? But anywho, I noticed more of an exclusion after I stopped going to see my father. Now, going back to childhood, when my mom got custody of me, my dad would play checkers with my mom, using me as the pawn. Yeah. If he didn't get said money, his mom, and she did do this, she can lie all she wants, the bitch literally had control over him no matter what, and then so does his current wife. Anywho, regardless, she would pretty much call the shots, and my dad would use me as a pawn, and then I would go like weeks without seeing my mom. And I would steal my dad's money at the time to get phones from Family Dollar at the time when they sold those prepaid ones. And I would still contact my mom because he wouldn't let me call her either. I would literally find a way. I was like, I don't care. I'm going to talk to my mom. And then I would get in trouble for that too. But then, no, eventually after my mom got custody, and I'm filling you guys in on this, right? He did that to me. Well, eventually my mom got custody. My mom didn't want me to my mom wanted me to go see my dad. I did not want to go see my dad. I made it hell for my mom for me to go see him. I did, and that was fucked up too. But I wanted him to feel what he put her through, because there were nights when she would cry on the phone, and she missed me, and she didn't deserve that. She did not deserve that. And it still upsets me when I think about it now. It does. Because I never should have saw my mom crying. I never should have like heard her break down, or, you know, she wanted to off herself during those times too. Yeah, she struggled with that too. That's probably where I get the fucking depression shit from. But you know what I mean? Like, there's some fucked up shit. Anywho, I made it to where I stopped going to see my dad, right? They would call all this other stuff. I'd ignore their calls. I'm like, well, you guys did it to her. All of the family knew about it too. A lot of them did. So even if they say they didn't, they did. The sisters knew, all this other shit, right? And it didn't sit right with me. So I did the same thing back. And is that right? No. But I did it. Yeah. And he didn't like it. It was funny because he would talk shit after, and I was like, well, you did the same thing to her. Like, when I'd finally listen and talk to him and all this other shit, like, literally did the same to her a few years ago. So why is it all of a sudden now an issue when it's just you getting the same treatment back, you dumb piece of shit? You know what I mean? It would always sit wrong with me. Anywho, he would do that with her, and then, like, after a while, I was like, I am being petty at some point. As a kid, I realized this. I was still a kid. And I was like, I do want to talk to the family, but if they're going to continue to be fucked up, and again, you know what I mean? They were consistently. I just wanted a family. I did. And they didn't do that. After a while, they really did say, fuck you, pretty much. And they already did that. They just did it to a more extreme, like the Jehovah's Witnesses do as well. They pretty much shunned me. And that fucking sucked. Like, they did it again. Like, it's like them, they already did it, and then I did it, and then they're like, oh, I could one-up you, let me do it again. And that really did hurt. Yeah. So 2 wrongs don't make a right. But again, they did leave me out, and that's why I'm talking about this as well, because, like, they did leave me out of shit on purpose. And then eventually, as I got older, I would try and reach out. It wouldn't even matter. They'd just ignore me more. Or they would only try and talk to me to get information, to go back and talk shit with my nana, with my tias, whatever the case may be. And then my dad and his wife, like, they were very fucked up. And again, they were always there for each other. That's one thing that bothered me. But when it came to me, I was the redheaded stepchild to an extent. Like, I could literally show you guys pictures where I'm like the whitest one there, and then it's full of family that are just there for each other, but not me. They would include me and stuff when I lived with them. But after, it was like I was erased. That's how that feels. So yeah, no, besides my story, I wanted to fill that in because this is how that kind of was for me. Also, the college thing, as I've talked about before. Now I can go back, and I am looking to go into college and stuff like that. But in the past as well, I tried to apply for college, and I needed my father's information, and that, like, yeah, he didn't want to give it to me. So then I just sat there for a few years not being able to do anything. My mom tried her best to figure that out, and he knew what it was. His excuse was like, I thought you wanted me to pay for it. Bitch, I know you don't have that money. What are you gonna pay with? You know what I mean? So it was just dumb. He, like, purposely held me back on purpose. And to this day, I'm sure he'll still like. That's why. Anywho, that's my whole issue with family. Again, like, this is that, right? What have y'all went through with your family? Really, I would love to know. Let's talk about it in the comments. And I'm talking about this as well, like I said, because I heal. There's times where I think about it still, and even talking about it doesn't heal it, but it still helps to talk about it, that kind of shit. So, you know what I mean? As much as I hate them still, there are good memories too. And hate's a strong word, but that's definitely there too. Because again, there's, you know, there's so many things that I could say in this video, but I just don't want to talk about it anymore because I feel like I've done too much about it. But anywho, good memories are still here, collective. Okay, again, back to getting on track. Someone could be wanting to come back. It's up to you on whether you want to let them in your life or not. If they've actually changed, I would tell you go for it. If not, and you still are healing stuff, and it's going to be detrimental to you if you let these people back, do not. That is for you to decide, though. Not me as a tarot reader or, you know, whatever the fuck. You decide that. Not me. Okay? Good memories are here, though, collective. Regardless of whether you were excluded from shit or not. Financially, physically, mentally, anything like that. You still have good memories here. And again, you could recreate memories as well. What is the collective's overall energy, please? Sorry if I went off on a tangent to you guys. I really did. But I'm like, let me just talk about that. Justice. You want justice. Or that's what you stand for. The Justice card. You could be a Libra. Or you could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's who you are. You stand for justice. Give me a minute. Kind of want to make coffee right now just to get my mind off shit. Make my mind go whoa, for a bit. And I'll crash. Karma, truth, cause and effect. So you are these people's karma. You are their truth. You're their cause and effect. I put lotion on my face still. Oh, there's a dry spot. Anywho, yeah, you're these people's karma. Yeah. You could be spilling the shit that went on in the past. And I'd encourage you to do that as well, collective. Not to get back at people, but just so you heal from it. Or at least if this is a version of healing, whether it be journaling or talking about it, that still helps you heal. It does. You'd be surprised as well for the amount of other people that have went through similar shit as you. It's not you only being alone through this. Yes, some things you've went through and it's exclusive to you, but a lot of other people have went through similarities. And that's why I'm saying it's good to talk about it, because you can find your people. I'm not saying to trauma bond, but talk about it for sure, right? Talk about them. Talk about how they help themselves heal. You know, it could be different things, and if that's something you take into, you know, your healing or coping journey, that's good for you too. If it helps, it helps. Some of you, if you don't want to talk about it publicly, get a counselor, get a therapist if you have funds to, right? I used to go to counseling. I used to go to therapy at one point. I do need to get back into that at some point as well too, when I get on insurance again. You know what I mean? That shit works if you want it. If it works and you give it a try. Takes a lot of accountability too, though. Just like tarot and other stuff too. You know what I mean? It takes you looking at yourself, all the other stuff. So I'd only recommend that if you really want to do the work. But yeah, you're karma to these people, collective. Again, karma, truth, cause and effect. That's you. This is your overall energy. And you're not doing injustices to these people. When it's reversed, injustice. You stand for what's right. You do. Even if it's annoying and it bothers people. Who cares about their feelings? If it's the truth and it's you doing what's right and you calling the bullshit out, or, you know, remembering good things, whatever it may be, that's what you are. Let's get into it a little more. Feels like I have to sneeze. gonna take a break after this video, you guys. I'm gonna upload like, well, this video and then another video before this and then this one. And then I'll start doing some more videos, okay? It's like 7:50 at night right now when I'm recording this. I need to take a chill pill. I at least want to get 3 done now and then I'll do 3 a little bit later. I'm gonna get a total of 6 or 7 done. Ah, 6, 7. Oh no. Oh. You know, that irritates me because my cousin keeps telling me that. You go 6, 7. I'm like, oh, hell no. And now I'm over here saying it. That is brain rot. Yep, that's what it is. It's infected. I'm fucked. Anywho, back to this. I'm sorry. I was like, let me just go off on that. So, upright meaning of justice. There's positive outcomes for you. It's a time where past errors and past imbalances are readdressed and assessed by you or by others. Again, this is you. So you can benefit from this fair system provided you are accountable, honest, and deserving. And collective, you're honest. Yeah, you are. You're part of the collective that just says shit as it is. That's definitely a part of my collective, let me tell you. Oh, fuck. Anywho, let's continue, okay? Yeah, you benefit from a fair system provided you are accountable, honest, and deserving. Equally, you may be the judge in your own life. For some of you, this could even be, if we're talking on a spiritual sense, which I do go from real life to spirituality to other stuff, you know what I mean? It's like interchangeable, that kind of thing. You could be a spiritual judge. You could talk about that too. Or you have spiritual authority over something. Let's move on from that. Using your perspective. Sorry, I got a message. Using your perspective and integrity to make good decisions that will safeguard your future. You may take a moral stand on an issue that affects you and those around you. In legal matters, a decision is made or a ruling is given which gives you the favor. Justice will be done and order restored. On a spiritual level, justice shows the working out of karma or actions and consequences. Justice shows a logical, considered influence. It is a welcome arrival in your reading if life has felt chaotic. It is a card of empowerment advising you to take left brain approaches to take control. Thinking. Influential people favor you now, and your projects get supported as well, so you could have higher ups looking at you, the non-corrupt ones, I'm assuming, because if they were corrupt, no, they could all fucking burn in hell. I'm not saying that I believe in hell. I'm just saying, like, you know, should they be 6 feet deep? Yes. I don't care how that sounds either. I really don't. If you're corrupt and fucking shit up and fucking other people up, no, you shouldn't be here. Why are you breathing? I'm just gonna say it. Okay, anywho, moving on. Because if not, I'll get stuck on that too. And I'm like, anywho. Yeah, influential people favor you now. They want to support you. Listen to advice from people around you whom you respect. Justice can also indicate the following. If you guys are having any legal issues or properties, this could be like you having issues with properties from the past or things that were supposed to be left with you or things that are left to you, maybe that you've had issues with. This could be things getting resolved. This could also be like progress towards like restoring an old home, different stuff like that, if that's what you're putting money and time into. Relationship wise, this could be a reminder to take care of your emotional needs and meet them. Find balance between work and your relationships in general, whether they be platonic or romantic. If this is about career and money, this is talking about you being tested, but the outcome is positive. This could also be you guys going towards job interviews and there's better days to come, and this could get you out of poverty. Money matters are set to improve at some point. So yeah, but you guys stand for fairness, balance, perception, objectivity, spiritual ground. Libra, the skulls. Yeah, you're making necessary adjustments. Whether you want to keep certain people in your life, whether you want to cut them the fuck out. Some of you, yeah, it could have been family that did this to you as well, that caused injustices, but also some of you also did put yourself in this to an extent a little. As much as it is family too, at times collective, and I know on my side it is too, there's also me where I've put myself into shit. So if it is that as well, please be accountable. Okay, that's what it's talking about. I believe you guys are, though. The Justice card, you're being accountable. If this is family, looking at the collective in general, how do they truly feel? If we could get an entire energy check on family, how do they actually feel? Not bullshit, not beating around the bush, truest intentions. How do they feel? Some are changing for the better, collective. I'll be so honest, and that's very rare. Sometimes it's too late. Usually when people get closer to death, they start wanting to change. My aunt did that same shit. She's still dead, but yeah. I was gonna say something else, but no. Anywho, I have it right here. Hello. They want change. They want to change things. If this is family or friends or anyone from the past, they want to change things for the better. They want better memories with you. Maybe some of them don't know how to come out and say that. That's interesting. That's interesting. I just want to say this on public record. If it's my sperm donor or his wife, I've already told you guys to stay away from me. So if you guys try and hit me up again, I will be calling the cops. I'm not joking. Like, that just, let's make that very clear. And I've sent you a message, but you still haven't read it. Either it's in your message request thing, or someone read it and then just didn't put it on to where I could see it. I don't know. Because that's also happened as well. But yeah, you guys hit me up again, I will be getting the cops involved. And I have enough evidence as well to prove that you guys have been harassing me nonstop. Especially my father's wife. Yeah, I still have certain things on that bitch, so play that at your own risk. Just saying. I'm not gonna say that again, I'm just saying, because that has been discussed. So if it's anyone else from the past, maybe we could talk, maybe. But does that mean we'll be friends and be whatever? No, I'll probably keep you guys out of my life still. I'm being so honest. None of you have really been here for the longest time either, so we're not going to pretend like we're a happy family now. No, you guys are just changing because you're dying. Some of you. And that's not my objective. That's not like my goal or my thing to make you feel better before you die. That's not. You should have been a good person while you were here still. A lot of you did a lot of fucked up shit on purpose, and for that I won't forgive you. I'm just saying, okay? For others of you, collective, again, make that choice about you. Don't listen to what the fuck I'm saying. You need to make that choice for you. If you feel the same, great. At least there's someone else. Me, I feel the same too. But make that decision for you. Okay? As much as you do get information from tarot readings, it is you that decides what you want to do with this family or not. Again, they are changing for the better. I'm telling you that right now. They are. They're trying to, or they won't change. This could be them even being out in the cold now, or them struggling now. How does it feel? I'm just saying. I will be that see you next Tuesday sometimes. How does it feel? Yeah, they want to reconnect. They feel hopeful. They want to navigate these murky waters. And these are major, collective. You are major. This is major. And it's in the upright. If this is people in general, they're hopeful that they could figure shit out and fix things, but they're gonna have to be honest with you and not be a piece of shit. Accountability as well, you guys. Air signs really love that. If they're in the upright, accountability goes a long way. I know for me, that goes a long fucking way. It does. But so does changed behavior. And if you guys are doing it just to get into good graces or anything, I will literally let you guys get hit by whatever the fuck you get hit by. So I'm not gonna play nice constantly to shit people. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm really not. So talking about how like they fucked shit up in the beginning and all this other stuff, like that's just the bare minimum of what they've done. You know what I mean? And there's also stuff I've done too, of course. I would lie, all this other stuff. It wasn't good when I was a kid sometimes. But at least I'm accountable for that. And collective, you could be too. So if these people aren't, let them fucking go. Okay. How does the collective truly feel about these people? You got 2 cards. You could still wish that they're with you, collective. For some of you, you do miss them still. For me, I've missed some of them in the past. Not so much anymore. Do I still reminisce? Yeah. Again, Six of Cups is here. Yeah, it could be reminiscing. So, to not beat around the bush, some of you do want these people back in your life. Others of you, you've already walked away. You've emotionally checked out. It's been a long time coming. You did this when you were younger even. Because previously, before the 9 of Cups, we have the 8 of Cups. That's you walking away, emotionally checking out. Things may have worked, but it's not working anymore, that kind of thing. If they're not gonna help you heal, or they're not going to stand on justice and accountability and truth, and they're not going to change for the better, you're not going to deal with them. Let's be so for real. That's what that is. Hold on. If they're not here to help you get towards your wishes, or to be kind to you, or emotionally fulfill you in any kind of way, I don't think it's gonna be there. Some of you, again, this could be your wish fulfillment, to have a family still. That was my wish a long time ago. You know? To have a functional family where they weren't hypocritical cunts. Or they pushed their religious views, and if anything was outside of it, oh, you're bad, you're the devil. Bitch, get hit with the fucking truck. You know, that kind of shit. That shit is annoying, it is. And then they say it's other people indoctrinating. Like, it's literally the fucking ones that are in the church most of the time. I'm just saying, and I'm just saying, okay? For others of you, like I said, yeah, you're if they're not gonna recognize you for who you are and who you've been, or what they've done to you, all this other stuff, collective, you're not dealing with it. And then some of you, they're ready to be responsible with you, but like others of you, they're not. Like you don't want to deal with it. You're focused on money more than anything, collective, and like emotionally making yourself okay. Some of you are gonna stay gone. You don't want anything to do with these people. Like, yeah, you could think of them, all this other stuff, but yeah, it's collective staying gone. At least from family. Is collective staying away from family? Yes. You're about your money, King of Pentacles. That's all you're focused on right now. And heartbreak. You're healing the heartbreak. You're still hurt. And these are the people that put the swords in your back or in your heart, whatever it may be. So you're not, yeah, you're focused on money. You're focused on getting your stability together. And then Queen of Pentacles, that's crazy. Yeah. You're focused on creating a family of your own, being the family that wasn't there for you, that kind of thing. Being that for your kids, breaking the cycle. Yeah, and you should, collective. And you deserve better family too, collective. I don't know if anyone's told you that yet, but you do. You deserve to be treated loving. You deserve to be treated with love. You deserve to be respected. You don't deserve to be outcasted or treated a certain way because they feel some kind of way and their indoctrination doesn't work on you. That's so stupid. It is. And whatever struggles you went through too, collective, feel that shit, but do not let it break you. I cannot stress that enough. Do not let that shit break you. Cry about it, get through it, use that as fuel. That's what I've been trying to do, at least. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and then I'm like breaking down more than anything. But it is what it is. And be honest about it, right? You know what I mean? Just be honest. You stand for justice, and if these people did not bring you justice, you're not going to deal with it. Now, if this is a person that's coming back from the past that possibly was with the collective, whether it be a twin flame or past lover, what's the deal with that? Are they going to talk to them again, or are they going to allow them back in? You might. Yeah, there's happiness. There could be happiness ahead with y'all. Yeah. And also, I want to tell you, you know how like the Five of Pentacles, people excluded you or they put you in poverty, you put yourself in poverty? With the money being here, it's not to the 5 yet, but you're definitely getting to money. Yeah, the Ten of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles, you're going towards money, collective. It may have been a long road for you to get to where you're at, but you're going towards it. Oh, yeah. I'm proud of you. I am. Not just pulling that out the depths of my ass crack either. That bitch is deep. No, for real, like, I'm proud of you. I am. Okay, out of all the bullshit I've been through, all the bullshit y'all been through, I'm proud of you. Someone's got to tell you that. And since I've only had a few people tell me that in my life as well, I've told myself that as well. I'm proud of myself. If you got to be the one to tell you you're proud of you, collective, do that. There ain't no shame in that. There's not. If you didn't have those parents when you needed them, be that parent for yourself. Shouldn't be that way, but I'm just saying. So, it's gonna be okay, collective. Yeah, you're learning to be responsible for yourself finally. Maybe that you were stuck with that for a bit. Let me get some soda. My old people drink. This whole time I've had cotton mouth and I'm like, let's just ignore it. But no, it's not going away. Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Anywho, yeah, this is the read though, collective again. It was very short. Well, kind of short. It's 48 minutes long. But it's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in. 7, 8, 9. It was like 9 cards in because I put like 2 back in here as well in the small one. So yeah, you're going towards your happiness, collective. And again, someone from the past, you could actually be happy with them. People do change sometimes, collective. But yeah, focus on good memories. Other stuff like that. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna end this reading here. If y'all want to book, email angelicalunavera@gmail.com. Let me know what kind of reading you would like in that email. Do you want a general? Do you want a love? Do you want, we can go into it and see what comes up for y'all. If you want a specific reading, you can also send me on the email If you use Pinterest or different things like that, right? You could find different readings on Pinterest, and then we could do a spread like that. I've also done shit like that too, okay? Or we could just do basic ones, the 7-card spread, anything like that. Look up different readings. Let's see if you want to book one, you can. Readings are still $15.15. And I also encourage you guys as well, if you're already looking at my Linktree, whether it be to look at the payment options, because the payment options are there to pay for services for mine, for readings. I also have people listed there for Gaza that need donations and help. So if you guys do want to spend money on anything good, even if it's small, I've done this a few times here and there when I can. Sometimes I'll splurge on games too. It depends. Anywho, I've helped out, so I don't want to hear no excuses on you guys not helping out. But if you do want to donate to something good, that'd be a good start to donate somewhere, okay? They need food, they need shelter, they need the basic shit that we have, they don't have. So they need that, okay? And if we could help with that in any way, that'd be great. Sharing their links as well, help as well, but they really do need donations. So again, if you guys could do that, that'd be awesome. But yeah, collective, I'm gonna leave it here. And yeah, things are looking better for you, collective, at some point. Good memories are better. Good memories are coming in. You know, justices are being figured out in your life. Injustices that were done to you are being fucked over onto the other people. Good. Who cares? Some people are wanting to come back into your life because they're getting closer to death. And for some of them, it's too late. Yeah. But yeah, you're gonna have to decide on whether you want to take some of these people back or not, whether you want good memories with them, or you want to stay where you're at, or you want to heal, do all that kind of shit, right? So this is the read. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one, okay? I love you. Talk to you later.